Hey there, my name is Andrew and welcome to the course, community, and memberships compilation video. We're going to be talking about new features, giving you how-to videos on how to use the course, community, and membership infrastructure within HighLevel, and so much more with a compilation of all of my videos going over this topic. Feel free to follow along within your sub account, take notes, and as always, enjoy the video.
Hey, what's up, high levelers? It's Andrew, and I've got a really exciting update for the client portal and for courses. We now can access global magic links in a variety of different places within our sub accounts, and it's not going to be so course dependent as it used to be in the past. This is really exciting, and it's going to make it easier for you to get login links to your users. So let's dive right in. Now, if you don't know what magic links are, these are the links that we can send to our users that are user specific, that they can simply click, immediately get logged in, and we can generate these from memberships. And under client portal dashboard, we can click generate magic link for our contact. So we can select our contact here. Then we can select if we want to send them an email as well. And then we can also select a custom menu link as well. So these are our two different types of magic links. One will be specifically for a contact and the other will log in specifically to one part of the app. So if you make a link, for example, here, generate, and then anyone that clicks this logs in, they'll be navigated straight to the affiliate screen, vice versa with courses and communities. But the most powerful part of this is the contact side of things, where we can select a contact from our CRM, and then we can generate a link specifically for them by clicking generate. And then here's that custom magic link. We can copy this, send this to our client, and then they can log in straight from that link, which is really cool. Now, I'm here to tell you that we can use these magic links in 3 new places within our sub accounts. And these are going to be called global magic links. The first place is within any sort of smart list conversation. So here we are in a smart list conversation. And what we can do here is click the plus button. And then just like we would add any other custom value, if we look up link, we can find our client portal login URL. That is our global magic link that will be sent to this client. So this is specifically for them to log in, and we can use this right within the conversation manager. The second place where we can use this is in our email builder. So if we navigate over to marketing, then to our email campaigns or templates, we can go ahead and open up one of our emails. And here's a perfect example of wanting to use this magic link. This is a welcome email that we're going to be sending to our client. And so what we want to do is use that magic link within this email. And now we can use that as a custom value by simply navigating to custom values. And then we can either look up link or we can scroll down and go to the client portal here. And then we've got our login URL, magic link right there, contact specific, and it'll send via the email marketing manager, which is really, really cool. And the last place we can use this is in new workflows. So if we use this in, let's say, an email action, we can now in our message itself, again, that custom value, scroll down to the client portal contact, boom, there is that login URL for our magic link, and we can send that via our email. We haven't been able to do this until now. Before now, sending out magic links was a very manual process, and you had to use different parts of the client portal, like the courses infrastructure, in order to get access to those magic links. So this is a huge upgrade, and I absolutely love this. If you've used the client portal, you know how awesome magic links are. We can get our clients logged in instantaneously. It's a great way to get people into the platform. And this makes it even easier for us to integrate that into our automations and send those to our clients. So I'm really excited to see you guys use this. I'm excited to use it myself. As always, if you have any questions, leave a comment. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hey everybody, it's Andrew. As you know, one of my favorite things are courses within GoHighLevel. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can attach a payment structure to your courses using offers. We're going to be doing this within the membership section of HighLevel. So let's dive right in. Creating an offer is as easy as navigating to memberships, then navigating to courses, and going to offers. Here's where we can create and manage all of our offers for our courses. Now, our courses are going to be anything that we create under products. So before you create an offer, make sure you have at least one product on this screen. And we're going to be using these to create our offer, which is just going to be the way that we'll structure payment for our customers to buy our courses. Back on the offer screen, we can create an offer by clicking create offer in the top right-hand side, then giving our offer a title. And then here we can select that product from our list of products that we've already created. We can select just one, or we can select multiple products if we would like to include multiple within this offer. So that way people can pay once and they can get access to all the courses that they need. Then we'll designate a type, whether it's going to be free, one-time paid, or recurring. And then we can designate our amounts. For recurring, we'll designate an amount here, then select if it's going to be monthly, daily, weekly, yearly, or custom. Then we can select a trial period, say how many payments they need to have. For example, let's say we're offering a $300 course, but we're offering it with a payment plan of $97 a month for 3 months. We would select here 3 payments of $97 a month. Then we can also add a setup fee if we need to. This is just going to be a one-time fee charged at the beginning. And then we can switch this from test to live and click create. Other pricing structures are a little bit more simple, such as one-time, in which we just add a one-time amount, or free, in which there's no amount and the course is free. Keep in mind, even with free courses, they will have to opt in with their name and email and such, as we can designate on our checkout screen. Then we'll be navigated to our offer screen, where we can edit things like the title, the description, the pricing, whether it's drafted or published, offer access, so we can allow access at a specific date or restrict access to a certain amount of days, and then we can select the included products here. We can also add a thumbnail on the right-hand side, navigate upsells, which we'll go over in another video. We can get our link by clicking get link, and then we can copy this and share this with our customers. On this screen, we can also preview and delete the offer under more actions. We can edit our checkout screen by navigating to edit checkout, and this is where we can change what type of information we're going to be asking for, the branding, things like this banner right here, and we can edit all of this from the left-hand side. Under offer details, we can designate the images, the height, and any additional content that we want to include on this page. Under extra contact information, we can select if we want to collect an address or collect a phone number, and once we save, you'll see these changes reflect live on the right-hand side, just like that. And additionally, we can change our service agreement. If we want to add a service agreement, we can make it required or create a custom agreement right here that customers will have to agree to before purchasing your offer. When we're all good to go, we can preview this or get our link in the top right-hand side, and we can see exactly what this will look like to a customer so they can purchase your course, automatically get access to it, and start learning right within your platform. This infrastructure is a great way to generate additional revenue, get new customers into new products using courses, and help educate your audience using GoHighLevel. I hope you found this helpful, and thank you so much for watching. Hey there, my name is Andrew, and today I'm going to be walking you through adding quizzes to your courses right within HighLevel. Let's dive in. To add quizzes, we'll first want to navigate to memberships, then to courses, then to products. Then we can edit one of our products by selecting the product. Now to add a quiz or an assessment, it's really easy. All we have to do is click this plus button next to our category, then click add assessment. We can then give our assessment a title and designate this as either an assignment or a quiz. We're going to select quiz because we're going to be dealing with scoring with this one. Back to this screen where we can go into our quiz by clicking on the quiz title. Now here is our assessment builder, and we can do lots of things on this screen. For one, we can change the title, make it mandatory for us to add in a passing grade here. So let's say 70% will be our passing grade. Now, if this quiz is going to require a passing grade, you'll notice that we have our pass and fail confirmation message areas, but we don't have an area for questions. And in order to make our questions, all we have to do is click add question at the bottom of the screen. Once we do that, it'll add our first question. We can open up the question, and then we are in our question editor. So the actual question itself, we can designate to be either single choice or multiple choice. And then underneath it, we have our editor, which is the same text editor as our fail and pass confirmation messages. In these editors, we can do all sorts of things, including adding in custom code, just like this. We can designate formatting, like if it's going to be a paragraph, a heading, the size, bolding, italicizing, underlining, colors, alignment, bullet list, and the bullet list icons. We can add in links. We can add in custom values from the account itself, or even from our courses, as you can see here. We can add in columns and tables by doing things like this in order to create more complex questions. We can edit our tables using this screen. We can embed media, and of course, we can add images, which can come from a URL or via the media storage. Now, when we're creating our questions, we want to add our question here. And then after we've added our question, we can add our choices and explanations underneath it. Right here, we can click add choice in order to add our options in order to finish out our question and our options. We can then designate which is the correct option by selecting this checkbox. Obviously, we can't select multiple unless it is a multiple choice question. So if we change this to multiple choice, then we can select multiple options just like that. Then we can add explanations for the correct option, which will be viewed after a user submits the quiz, so they can see an explanation of why they got it right or wrong. When we finished each question, we can click add question to add a second one, and then we can use this little selector on the left-hand side, drag and drop these questions to reorder them. Then when we're finished editing our questions and our entire quiz as a whole, we can scroll back up to the top and we can either draft this, preview this, save, or delete it. Here's our preview, and we can see exactly what this will look like right within our course UI. Back in our editor, we can go ahead and save this. Back in our editor, we can finish making edits either to our confirmation messages or to our questions, and we can even clone and delete questions by clicking this button on the right-hand side, which will clone the question all the way to the bottom, as you can see here. Obviously, we're not going to use these questions, so let's go ahead and delete these just like that. Once our quiz is good, we can click save. It'll go ahead and save it, and then we can check it out. Using our preview, here's our question right here. We can select an option, view the rest of our quiz, and see what it's going to look like for our customers. Last thing, within our course editor, if we go back to view our product structure, we can move these quizzes around by dragging and dropping on the left-hand side. So be sure to put your quizzes after whichever subject that they're going to be testing over. This is a really handy feature that I personally love to use within my courses. But if you have any questions, refer to the rest of the help doc. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Hey, what's up? My name is Andrew, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to use one-click upsells within HighLevel. This is a really exciting way for us to upsell our customers on new courses while they're checking out with our current offer. A couple of prerequisites for this video: make sure you already have some products created as well as an offer. We've got lots of videos over how to do both of those. But for now, let's dive right in. So as we said, make sure you already have a product created under memberships, and then under courses, we'll see products. You need to have at least 2 products created. We're going to be using a couple of these real quick. If you haven't made a product yet, no worries. Just click create product in the right-hand side, follow the steps, and you'll be good to go. We're also going to be using an offer, so we can navigate to offers under memberships. And this is where we can see all of our published offers. Again, if you don't have an offer already, it's really easy. Just click create offer, give it a title, select products. Remember, only select the products that we don't want to include in the upsell. So the main product, and we'll select the upsell product later, and then create your offer here. Now, whether you've just created an offer or you're going to be using one you already have, you can navigate to it by clicking on the title, and then we'll be dropped to our offer editing page. Now, we can do lots of stuff here, but what I'm going to be showing you today is how to create an upsell, which we can navigate to by clicking upsell right next to details and get link. Now we are on the upsell creation page, and from here, we have a couple of different things that we can edit. For one, we can add upsells in the top right-hand side or by clicking add an upsell, and then we can also edit our checkout here by clicking edit checkout. On the left-hand side, we'll be able to preview just like our main offer, get a link for the upsell itself, and clicking on details will go back to the main offer. Now our upsell is going to help us generate more income by selling additional products to our customers during the checkout process. So in order to do this, we obviously need to have an additional offer, being this upsell offer, which contains a new course or whatever product we're going to be selling. To get started, we can click add an upsell, and then we can click one-click upsell. In-app upsells are different, and they'll allow your customers to purchase additional products when they're already within your platform, and one-click upsells are for new customers. So we're going to use this and then click continue. As I said before, we'll be needing to select a new offer for the one-click upsell. So if you only have one offer created, go ahead and create a new one by navigating back to offer screen, creating an offer, and then we can use this offer within our upsell. Of course, make sure your main offer as well as your upsell offer are both published, and then we can add our upsell offer back in our main course by clicking upsell, adding our upsell here, and then selecting our offer to be the offer that we just created. Now, here's our additional upsell offer. We can make edits to this checkout page just like we can to the regular one. On the left-hand side, we can edit the details. So this will be colors, fonts, things like that. We can update the body, which we can include a video or an image or description. And then we can obviously update the checkout to edit pieces of information here, like the content of the checkout button, the text beneath it, and the background as well. Now, once we've made our edits to our upsell, we want to go ahead and select inactive and then click active to change this to an active upsell offer. We can then click save, and then we can preview this right here. So we can see here, this is what our upsell will look like within the checkout process. If they click checkout now, then it'll add it to their current offer. And if they click no thanks, take me to my purchase, then they'll be able to just purchase the current offer without this upsell. Now back on our main upsell screen, we can get here by clicking the back button here. And on this screen, we can add in more upsells, but keep in mind, we can only add in more in-app upsells. We can only allow one-click upsell, otherwise it's going to get too spammy. So if you go to collect another one, you can see you can't select another one. And just like that, our upsell is good to go. We can go ahead and get our link, which will take us to our main offer. And then we can go ahead and show you what this will look like. And then you'll see here, whenever a customer goes to check out, they can click proceed to checkout, and it will take them to our upsell that we just created. So there it is. It took us to this page with our upsell offer. Ideally, you can add text, videos, things to help the customer be more inclined to purchase. And then if they would like to just purchase the single offer, they can click no thanks. Or if they want to do both, they can click checkout now. Either way, once they're done, they'll get a notification that they've signed up. They'll be able to view their dashboard. They'll get their email with their login credentials with all of the courses where they just bought one, or if they bought that upsell, they'll get access to both of those products just like that with only one click. If you're selling courses, this is an absolute no-brainer to bring in additional income by selling more of your products right within the checkout process. It makes it easy for customers to get access to more of your courses, to learn more. So in my book, it's an absolute no-brainer. As always, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, refer to the help doc. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Hey everybody, it's Andrew. I have a really exciting feature to bring to HighLevel, and that is the ability to support audio files within courses. This is part of the memberships infrastructure within courses and communities and the branded mobile apps. We've got lots to show and lots of new updates, but namely, we can now support audio files as standalone courses. It's really exciting, so let me show you how it works. So obviously, if you've used courses before, then you know that in order to create a product, you go to courses, products, and then you can go to the product details just like this. You'll see a list of your products within this section. If we head to here and then we go into any of our lessons, then we'll see right at the top where previously we had upload video alone. Now we also have upload audio. This is great because this is going to allow us to share a more dynamic range of content with our users. So I'm really excited for the ability to use audio files with this. Whenever we click upload audio, we can upload either a MP3, .AAC, or .wav. Those are the 3 different types of files that are supported, and we can drag and drop from our computer or throw them in just like that, and then click upload file. All right, now that the file has been uploaded and the post has been saved successfully, you'll see this awesome little UI for our audio file within the product itself. This audio file is only 1 minute and 57 seconds long. If we click play, we can hear. And then we can obviously download this from this section, delete it, adjust the volume for this preview section. And then when we click settings, we can also adjust the speed. All of this is really easy to interact with, so I'm really happy with how this looks. Now, a big question we've got with audio files is how are thumbnails going to look when it comes to an audio file? Obviously, for videos, usually you can upload a thumbnail and people are pretty used to that, but what about thumbnails with audio files? Well, let me show you what that looks like. We can obviously upload the lesson thumbnail, and this will carry over into the audio file when we actually look at it as a course. But before we do that, I want to show you what it looks like within a community here. Again, this is going to look the same within a community or just in a course. If we go ahead and open up this blank course with this audio file, we'll see in this first file, this is what it looks like with no thumbnail. You'll get this little headphones icon, and you'll be able to play the audio right from here in this little mini player. This is a really great way to listen to our audios. It looks great, it's really interactive for users, and it's easy to navigate. Now again, if we go back into that example product and then head to that piece of the course that has our audio file, we can go ahead and upload a thumbnail. Again, these are recommended to be 1280 by 720. And then when we select our file, we can click upload and then save our course automatically. I would recommend is if you're going to be using videos, use that 16:9 aspect ratio for your thumbnails. But if you're going to be using an audio course, then I would upload something that is 1:1. So if we go ahead and replace this with something that fits a little bit better, you may see that it gets distorted whenever we are actually editing the product, but in practice, on the user side of things, it's going to look a lot better, as you can see right here. Then you'll see on the user side of things, those 1:1 images come in perfectly and look great within this brand new UI. And that's essentially all you need to know about audio files within courses. It's really easy to use for you and your customers, but there's one other piece that I want to hit on, and that is Offers version 2. So we have a new version of the Offers infrastructure built within the membership infrastructure, and I'm going to walk you through a couple of really key details right now really quickly. Now, the biggest update with Offers version 2 is it migrates the payment processing system over to the central payment processing system that the rest of the sub account uses. So anything that's in payments kind of gets transferred over to use in Offers. For example, we can check on this little toggle switch that says allow checkouts to access coupons, and then you'll see that once we turn this on, we can use our coupons from the payment section over here at the top right hand side, and we can create coupons from here, and these can be used with our offers on our Offers checkout pages, which is really cool. And obviously, since everything from Offers is being moved over to the central payment system, then we can use our additional payment providers, which is really helpful. So if you are using any of the other platforms besides Stripe, like PayPal, Authorize.net, NMI, then now you can use these with your offers on this version 2 system, which can be really handy for processing payments and giving you more options to distribute your offers to people. So this is a little bit of a 2-in-1 update. We've got our audio files and courses. We've got Offers version 2. Both are super powerful and are going to really give us a lot of flexibility and improvements in the membership section. So I am super excited for you guys to get to benefit from all of these features. If you have any questions about Offers version 2, audio files and courses, or anything else relating to the membership section, leave a comment. And always, thank you so much for watching. Hey everybody, we've got some exciting releases for the courses infrastructure right within HighLevel. These are releases that are going to make it easier for us to manage members, create accounts, set passwords, and things like that. So it's going to streamline the process of having customers check out, receive courses, and it's going to make your life a heck of a lot easier. So let's dive right in. Now, if you haven't used the courses infrastructure before, a quick rundown of it is in the memberships tab of any of your sub accounts. You'll see courses, and then you'll see all of these different screens. The big two are products and offers. Offers are essentially packages that package together different products we've created, and products are courses themselves that we have created right within the platform with videos, PDF files, and things like that that we can share with our audience. Now, in the offers screen, we'll be able to see all of our different offers as well as the links to these offers. These links are going to take us to our checkout pages, which we can edit, but they're all going to have this sort of layout with a checkout side on the right-hand side, a little bit of a banner at the top if you choose, as well as a short description of the offer itself. Now in this customer facing screen, whenever they click proceed to checkout, it'll take them to a short little pop-up that will allow them to input their credit card details if it is a paid offer. And if it's a free offer, they can click proceed to checkout and it will take them through the process. Once they pay or move forward checking out, they'll get a notification that says thanks for signing up. And then it will say that it's sent them an email with login credentials as well as a button to log in right here. Now, prior to now, this process of customers creating an account, logging in, setting their own passwords has been a little bit convoluted. But now this process is a lot easier and it's going to allow them to create their own passwords or log in via magic links, which can sometimes be included in the emails that get sent to them after they have purchased a course, or sometimes in this screen on its own. For example, if we click log in right here, then what it's going to do is it's going to take us via hyperlink to our account where we can see the purchase that we just made for that course. As you can see, it's right here. That's what's called a magic link. It's when they click the link and it sends them immediately to their account. They don't have to log in or anything like that. This sort of magic link also, with these new updates that have been made to the course's infrastructure, has been sent to my email. So if we check here, we got this email that I did not create. This comes default with these new updates that says offer access granted for the product itself, the offer that we have. That's our membership infrastructure that we have created. And as well as a short little email that says we've successfully purchased access to this product. And then it gives us that magic link one more time right here. This makes it a lot easier for customers to log right into their accounts and get started watching their courses rather than having to go through a process of creating an account, setting a password, and things like that. It also includes details like the offer name and our username, and then the ability to click view offer. That's just going to take us to essentially the same screen as we will when we click this magic link. So when we click this magic link, it'll log us in to this screen where we can see our courses again. Now, back in our sub account, we may want to use that magic link within automations and workflows. Maybe we want to text them that link instead. And we now have the ability to use that as that has been created as a custom field within our sub accounts. So for example, in our workflow, when we have a trigger for offer access granted, that's when somebody checks out or when we grant it manually, we'll have this custom value right under course. We can click that. We'll see under offer access granted, the login URL, which is the magic link. So this is going to make it a lot easier for us to get login details to our customers after they've purchased their courses. This is going to help us all a lot. Also, a couple other improvements have been made for the sign up process and the forgot password process. For example, if we are a new user and we click sign up, it's going to allow us to set our own password here rather than a random one auto-generated by the system being sent to their email. That's what used to happen in some use cases in the platform. Now, what if we say we forgot our password? Well, this new flow does a similar thing. If we click forgot password, then all we have to do is input our email address, click reset password, and then what it's going to do is it's going to send a reset password link to our email. This is another one of those emails that HighLevel has created for us with these new processes that's going to make it a lot easier for customers to reset their passwords. As you can see, it's very straightforward. These links will expire after 2 hours, but they can simply click reset password and then they can set their own password without one being auto-generated by the system. Now, because of this, we have also removed the password custom field from the CRM itself because now customers are going to be setting their own passwords, and that's a piece of private information that we don't need access to anymore because we can send them the login URLs, which are going to allow them to reset their passwords on their own. If you've been using the course's infrastructure for any amount of time, then you'll know that these are huge improvements that's going to make it a lot easier for customers to check out, set their own accounts, set their own passwords, get logged in, and actually get access to your content. This is overall going to put HighLevel higher on the totem pole when it comes to the course's infrastructure and distributing courses to other people. So I'm really excited to see how this helps all of you guys create more courses and share them with more people by using the HighLevel platform. If you have any questions about how these new features work, leave a comment. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Andrew, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can validate your offers within the membership section of HighLevel. This will essentially allow you to have more control over the access period for specific courses that you have within your offers. Let me show you exactly how it works. Now, if you haven't used the membership section, it's pretty self-explanatory. We have under courses, our products, which are going to be all of our course-related videos and such, and then we will have our offers, which is basically a package for our products. Now, you can do this on new and old offers. If you want to create a new one, you can click create new offer and then select a product right here, or we can just mess around with an old one, which we're going to do right now. When you're in your offer and you're making any edits, you'll see on the right-hand side the offer access section, which essentially gives us 3 basic options for how we are going to set accessibility for members who purchase this offer. Our first option is to begin access at a specific date. And if we click this checkbox, then we'll be able to select a date when this offer essentially goes live. For example, it's currently May 7th, but if we set the offer to, let's say, go live on next Monday, the 13th, then this offer will be able to be purchased as normal between now and then, but users will not actually have access to view the course within this offer until the 12th. If we go ahead and check the second checkbox, we can see our second option is to restrict access to a specific amount of days. So this means once a user has access to the offer, they will only have access to it for however many days we set. So let's say they're going to have access to it for a month. So once they purchase it, and assuming it goes live as soon as they purchase it, they will only have access to it for 30 days. And our other option is to combine these two and turn on the begin access at specific date option, as well as the restrict access to a specific amount of days option. So for example, what this would look like is, let's say we have an offer that's going to go live on next month on the 1st. Let's say that. Then we can also use the second box, and let's say it's allowed for 90 days. Once 90 days has passed, they will no longer have access to view the course contents. They'll still be able to see that they purchased it and that's in their library, but they won't be able to actually watch the course. And of course, if they purchase it before the start date, then they will be able to see the course in their library, but not watch it. Of course, after you've made any changes to the offer access section, make sure you go to the top and click save, so that way these will be published. Now we can see what our user experience will look like if we go ahead and check out with this offer. Once we purchase it, we can log in, and then once your users log in to view an offer, they'll be able to see it in their library just like this. But then whenever they actually look at it, they'll see this little lock icon within the course that lets them know they don't have access to it yet. Now, once they are within the time period that we specified through that offer validity section within our offer, then they'll be able to see the entire course as normal and they will be good to go. If you have any questions about how this works, then leave a comment. And as always, thank you for watching. Hey there, my name is Andrew, and did you know that you can create membership sites for your customers using HighLevel? This is a really awesome feature that allows your customers to manage everything from courses to communities to affiliate sales and so much more, all within their own client portal. Now, within any sub account on the membership screen, you'll be able to see lots of information, everything from our client portal to our courses to communities and even a branded mobile app. Now, these are all awesome tools that you can provide to your customers and that your customers can provide to their customers via their membership site. And to set up a membership site, it's as easy as navigating to the client portal here. You've actually already got a client portal URL, but to set up your own site, all you have to do is go to settings, go to domain setup, and then you can set up your very own custom domain for your membership site. So members.yourdomain.com. That's right. You can have that set up for yourself within the platform. And let me show you what a live version looks like real quick. This here is a live membership site. What you're looking at right now is the community section, but there's three main sections. We've got communities, then we've got courses. This is where your customers can host custom video, audio, and PDF courses within their very own platform on their own domain. And then also they can manage affiliates from this membership site, which is really cool because they can manage dashboards, sub-affiliates, leads and customers, commissions, payouts, and so much more. There's so much that you can do within a membership site, so feel free to log into your HighLevel account, set up your membership's domain, and share this feature with your customers. As always, I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you learned something new, and thank you so much for watching.